A homeless man kidnapped a Houston high school student. And they also say he injected him or injected the kidnapped student. I don't know if it was a girl or boy, with some kind of substance that made him pass out. Crazy world, y'all. It is a crazy world. We got two videos to look at. So let's get right into it and see what we can learn about this situation.
A man is charged with kidnapping an Aldine ISD student. Even more disturbing, he's accused of injecting that teen with an unknown substance, which caused the student to.
Why does he looks like someone he looks like a pedo. He does.
Pass out.
It happened last week, but the suspect was back in court today. Stephen Goen joins us live near Aldine High School with more on this. And Stephen, these details are quite disturbing.
Ron, that's right. The suspect in this case is 45-year-old Ted Fleming, and he has a pretty extensive criminal history in Harris County that's raising some red flags. Take a look. This is video of that suspect in probable cause court last week. According to Aldine ISD, this all happened last Wednesday at a shopping center across from the school. We're told staff saw a student stumbling, being approached by the suspect. When officers were called to the scene, they found Fleming and detained him, but court records show that he claimed he was protecting the student from someone else. Officers later found that student unconscious, and court records show they used Narcan and chest compressions to revive them, the student claiming they'd been injected with that unknown substance. Today we spoke with Houston Crime Stoppers about the case.
Was this premeditated? You had to know what you were doing in this particular case, what prompted you to do what you were going to do, and what were your plans if you were successful in kidnapping a high school student? Those are questions that need to be asked and answered.
Now we're learning that Fleming has been arrested more than 30 times in Harris County in that past decade, convicted of at least 11 of those charges. Some of his prior offenses include indecent exposure, terroristic threat, and deadly conduct. He's currently being held on a $150,000 bond in jail. Meanwhile, we are told that police will be stepping up patrols here. We're also working to find out more about the status of that student who was involved in all of this. For now, in Harris County, Stephen Goen, KHOU 11 News.
All right, hoping that student is all right. Thank you, Stephen.
Absolutely crazy. Let's get over into another video and see if it gives us any more details.
New tonight, a convicted sex offender with more than 30 prior arrests is back behind bars in Harris County. This time, Ted Fleming, shown here with years worth of mugshots, is accused of kidnapping a student near Aldine High School. Even more disturbing, the student claims they were injected with an unknown substance during the incident. Stephen Goen joins us live from the Aldine area with more of the details. Stephen.
Maya, the suspect in this case had that long criminal history, like you said, but the most recent crime he's accused of is the most serious. It all happened right here at the shopping center across from the school, less than 1,000 feet away.
Ted Fleming.
1 week after his arrest and this first appearance in court, 45-year-old Ted Fleming arraigned today on that felony kidnapping charge. The allegations connected to an incident near Aldine High School last Wednesday. Court records show officers were called when school staff saw the student and suspect walking together. One staff member had even taken photos and videos of the student being, quote, pulled away. According to Aldine ISD, school staff saw that student stumbling, being approached by the suspect. The alleged kidnapping happening here at a shopping center less than 1,000 feet away from the school across the street. When officers arrived, they detained Fleming. The student, who was found unconscious, reportedly revived with Narcan and CPR, telling officers he'd been injected with the substance.
And this is the first time I've seen or heard of a case where somebody was actually injected.
Today, Andy Kahn with Crime Stoppers of Houston told us it was one of the most disturbing cases he'd come across.
And now you've got a teenager that's, God only knows what would have happened to him if he would have actually followed through and been able to actually kidnap him as well.
Court records show Fleming also had an extensive criminal history in Harris County with more than 30 arrests and nearly a dozen convictions for indecent exposure, terroristic threat, and deadly conduct.
And yet he has never spent one day in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice.
In a
Huh?
statement, Aldine ISD tells KHOU 11 that school district police are increasing patrols around the Aldine High School area, but tonight, questions remain about what more has to be done within the justice system to prevent incidents like this.
I mean, this man was sitting across the street, plotting, waiting for a kid. Sick individuals, y'all. Sick.
You obviously have to blame, the defendant for his actions. But at the same time, you got to look at our criminal justice system for repeatedly putting him back out.
100% correct.
And the suspect is still being held on a $150,000 bond. We are working to find out more about the student who was involved in all of this. For now, in Harris County, Stephen Goen, KHOU.
Absolutely crazy, y'all. Absolutely crazy. But they said they kept putting him out. They kept letting him go. I mean, I guess you have to because the charges weren't that severe, but this man was just sitting there plotting across the street from a school. Come on, man. What more has to happen? But I mean, it's something like this. Could they even? Would you even think to prepare for this type of situation? Well, no, you gotta prepare. You gotta prepare. No matter the situation, you gotta be prepared because there's sick people in this world, and the world's getting crazier and crazier by the day. We gotta pray for the kid. The kid, hopefully, he's gonna have to. Hopefully, he's talking to somebody about this incident because he's lucky. He's lucky. They say they use Narcan to revive him. They use Narcan to revive him. So he some kind of methamphetamine, something, fentanyl. He injected him with something to make him pass out. The needle probably wasn't even clean either. This is awful. Absolutely awful. He gotta, you already know he went to the hospital to get checked out and everything, but golly, your own kids right across the street from their school. Be careful, y'all. Tell your kids don't walk away from the school. If they walking home, tell them to walk with some friends. You never know what can happen. You never know what can happen. Absolutely crazy, y'all. Absolutely crazy. There are some sick people in this world. I've said this before. There are very sick people in this world. We got to do something. We got to protect the kids. We got to protect the kids. Do y'all agree with the bond he got? He got 150,000. But is he going to get out? Attempted kidnapping. I don't even know how much time he'll get. Absolutely crazy. Let me know if you disagree with anything I said. We got to keep reviewing the world together, y'all. We got to keep reviewing the world together. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. Absolutely tragic. Absolutely tragic. All right, everybody. Remember, this is AC Reviews the World. Remember to like and subscribe.